Hey, you beautiful angel. Welcome to the Female CEO Show. I'm your host, Megan Turley, and I'm here to give you all the details about being an entrepreneur, running your own business, discovering your passion and turning it into a profitable business, leaving the 9 to 5 corporate life, and creating a life that you truly love and enjoy. I successfully turned my side hustle into a multiple six-figure business, and now I'm here to help you do the same. I hope by tuning in, it inspires you to take the steps to create the life you really want to live. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm so freaking excited that you're here. Enjoy the show.
What's up, family? Welcome to this week's episode of the Female CEO Show. If you don't know me, my name is Megan, and I help women, more than likely just like you, create their own businesses to not only be happier and more fulfilled, but to eventually leave the job that you probably hate. So welcome. This week, I'm going to tell you guys how to build a $250,000 business. So some of you might be like, I don't even have a business. Why are you talking about all of this big money, big stuff? Or some of you might be like, I just started my business and it's a little bitty. These are going to be tips that you can use. Anybody can use. Literally anybody, regardless of your business, to build a very large scale business, okay? So a little bit of backstory. I've been an esthetician for almost 13 years now. I just created a second business where I coach women like you to build businesses. But within my facial business, so it only took me 2 years to build a $250,000 business, okay? And that was not working $1 million a week. That was me prioritizing my sleep. That was only working 3 days a week. So I don't want you guys to be like, well, like I have to like basically kill myself to make this happen, because that's not the truth, okay? Now, yes, you will have to work hard. Like that's kind of a duh. Society kind of undervalues hard work these days. So there's a lot of that involved. But I'm going to give you guys kind of the steps that you need to create this, okay? So first things first, you need a plan. Like you need a plan, okay? This might seem like kind of a duh. You would not believe how many women, especially younger women that I speak to, that have all these big goals and big dreams, and that's awesome. Like I'm all for that. But if you have no plan to get there, like how are you gonna get there? Like it's one thing to say, oh, like I want to make all of this money and I want to have a big retail location and whatever it is, whatever your goals are, you have to have a plan to get there, okay? So when I originally created my studio that I'm in right now, my vision was a boutique style skincare studio that gave you a feel of being in a very luxurious upscale boutique, while also giving you relaxation, but more importantly, providing results. And that's how I stood out from my competition. Okay, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I created something that no one else had created. So that was kind of how I started. But I also knew exactly how many clients I needed on a weekly, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis to get to my goals. And guys, I'm telling you, if I can do this in 2 years, you can do it. Like, I don't have anything special. I am just tenacious, and I absolutely refuse to quit, and I absolutely refuse to take no for an answer ever. So I'm that person. That's like pretty much all you need, and a very delusional belief in yourself regardless of the situations and circumstances, okay? So a plan. How you going to get to where you want to be? And I knew very early on that there were a lot of things that I did not know about business, because what I had been doing was not working. Notice I said I've been an esthetician for almost 13 years, but only in the last 2.5 years have I been able to create a $250,000 business. That should tell you something. What I had been doing for years was not working. So if what you're doing is not getting you the results that you want, change it. This is mind-boggling to me. How many women already have a business, and I hear this all the time. I don't have enough clients. What I'm doing is not working. I'm posting. I'm just not getting new people. People aren't rebooking. I don't know how to bring in new people. If you don't know how to do something, what do I always say? The quickest way to figure out how to do something is to find someone that has done what you're trying to do and hire them to show you how to do it. And this is the other sticking point with a lot of women. And I think a lot of it comes down to A, fear, and B, no belief in yourself. And these are two mindset issues. And mindset is literally 80% of business. Mindset, if you have a crap mindset, you will never have a successful business. You just will not. Might be like, well, some of these, crazy wealthy people, like, they don't seem very happy. They're probably not. And they probably did a lot of shady stuff to get that money, to get that success. And you're not going to do that. Okay. You have to have the mindset to do what you want to do in life. Because if you don't, no matter how much you try, no matter how much hard work you do, no matter how much you kill yourself over your business, you're never going to get to where you want to be because your mind will literally not allow it, okay? Your subconscious, your mind's goal is to keep you alive and to keep you safe, okay? That is literally science, hardwired, okay? And anything that you are going to be doing in business is probably new and it's almost always scary, right? Like there's a lot of fear involved. And your mind is going to see that as danger. Like, ooh, we don't like this. And if you're not getting a handle on that and saying, oh, no, this is kind of scary, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to work through it. We're going to find a mentor to help us. Like, this is part of the path to success. If your mind isn't saying that, if you aren't, encouraging yourself along the way, if you're not getting a handle on those inner thoughts, your mind's going to tootle on away with those, okay? And I hear that a lot from women is that I can't afford it, or no, not right now, or, oh, I can't pay my bills. I hear things so often that I'm like, this could all be fixed with A, mindset, and B, putting all of your faith into yourself and actually having that delusional belief in yourself that you can do anything. And I say delusional because you're probably not in a situation where, you've maybe really achieved what you want to achieve, right? Like I'm certainly not there. That's why I say I have delusional self-belief. But if you're trying to achieve things that you've never achieved, you do have to have that delusional self-belief, right? And as women, that can be kind of hard because especially a lot of the times, maybe we're told, oh, we shouldn't open a business. That's a stupid idea. Or why did you do that? Like, why did you leave that corporate job that you made so much money at? Or you had great benefits. Why did you even leave that? That seems so dumb. Stuff like that can really kill our confidence. That's why at the end of the day, your business is all up to you. Unfortunately or fortunately, however you look at it. For me, that's really empowering because I'm like, I get to make the decisions. I get to basically decide everything about my business and it's on me. And I'm good with that. That's what I like. But if you're a person that's like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This makes me very scared. Mindset is going to be a huge thing for you. And honestly, you need to prioritize mindset over an actual plan for your business. Okay. Because again, mindset's 80% of your business success. So mindset. And then let's go back to actually investing in yourself. So get your mindset down, get your actual plan in place down. And if within your plan, you're like, okay, like that seems kind of like a lot. Like I don't really know how to make any of this happen. You're going to invest in yourself and invest in your business. Okay. And I get it. Sometimes it's like, well, hell, I don't know where that money's going to come from. Like, have you seen inflation these days? I get it. I get it. I have spent at this point probably over $50,000 on courses, programs, coaches, mentors, just so they could teach me what I didn't know, which is why it happened in just a little over 2 years for me. So invest in yourself. Okay. Find a coach, find a mentor that has done what you are trying to do and pay them to show you how to do it. Okay. And my question for you is for those people that are like, And no, like I could just figure it out on my own. How long is it going to take you? How long is it going to take you to figure it out on your own? To throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks eventually. Is it going to take months? Is it going to take years? How long do you want to be fearful over paying your bills? How long do you want to be at that job that you hate, that you're pulling up to every morning and you're like, I don't even feel like I can go in because I just hate it that much? Or you're like, man, God is really calling me to do something else with my life, but I don't even know where to get started. Invest in a mentor, guys. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I would not be where I am without mentorship. I just would not, because there was so much that I didn't know. Guys, I came from a business background. I came from a very entrepreneurial family. My dad basically taught me everything that he knew about owning and running businesses. I went to business school, for Pete's sakes. Like, but guess what? They don't teach you any of this stuff in business school. You want to be an esthetician and run your own business? Guess what? Beauty school doesn't teach you crap about running a business. No, they don't teach that. So when I'm talking to these girls, and I talk to a lot of estheticians because that's my background and it just kind of comes up naturally. And I'm talking to these girls and I'm like, y'all don't know anything. Like, you are already wasting so much time and so much money trying to just fandangle it on your own. Please don't. That is like I don't have very many regrets, but that is like my number one regret, is that I didn't get a mentor first thing. Like, I really wish I would have done that, because I would be at $1 million business now if I would have done that first thing. I can very confidently say that. So, mindset, if you are someone that really struggles with that internal dialogue, or you've got people around you that are like, me, you know, if you maybe don't actually believe that this is really possible for you, even though you're like, I am miserable and I need to do something, but I don't think I can be a business owner. Or you're already running a business and you're like, this sucks. Like, this is just not going how I wanted it to. Everything is hard, and nothing is working. So mindset's huge, 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 huge. Get that under control first. Second thing, plan. This doesn't just happen, you guys. Like, $250,000, $500,000, $1 million businesses don't just happen. You have to have a plan. Number 3, you're going to invest in yourself, in your business, at every possible opportunity. And if that means, some of you guys are going to like this, if that means taking out a small loan or a business credit card, that means what it means. And before you're like, oh, don't tell me to take out debt to work with a coach. There's such a misconception of debt in our country. The wealthiest people use debt on a daily basis to build their wealth, okay? Debt is a very actually smart tool to use to build your business when it's used responsibly, okay? We're not talking about getting an Amex and maxing it out on a Louis bag, okay? We're talking about an investment in yourself and in your business. The only things that you have to watch, obviously, with credit cards and loans are, what are the repayment terms? Can you handle the monthly payments? Do you have a plan to pay that back? And what's the interest rate? Okay. Those are really the only things that you have to watch. But as long as you can handle those things, it's actually a very intelligent tool to use to build your business. That's how I first started. When I opened my first skincare treatment room studio in my home, I had a credit card from my business bank, and that's how I started everything, guys. I would not have been able to do it otherwise, because I had like almost $7,000 worth of expenses. I didn't have that laying around as someone that was just very recently divorced, trying to pick myself back up again and basically restart my life. I didn't have $7,000. So I put it in a credit card because I knew my vision. I knew what I was capable of, and I was going to work my butt off to make it happen. And I did. You guys can do the same thing. Stop looking at debt as this, big, bad, scary thing. Debt, if you're buying a, G-Wagon, and you don't have the ample money to very easily make the monthly payments, that's a stupid debt. Stupid, stupid debt. Buying more house than you can afford is stupid debt. Buying designer bags just so you can say you have a designer bag is stupid debt. Unless, obviously, you can really afford these things, okay? But I'm guessing if you're listening to this, you probably are not there yet, okay? Debt is not a bad thing when it's used intelligently and responsibly, okay? So wipe that thought out of your mind. Get rid of it. Debt can be very, very helpful, especially when you're first starting out, okay? Keep that in mind. All right? Next thing, be willing to sacrifice, okay? Being a business owner is going to require a lot from you. A lot of very scary things. And you're going to have to feel that fear and do it anyways and sacrifice. I probably should have done that in 2 categories, but whatever. We're going to combine this, okay? Getting over the fear and doing the hard work. So our society, again, kind of really discourages the great parts about hard work, okay? And I was raised in a very old school family that, like, we only knew hard work, okay? Now, you have to be careful because there is kind of, a balance that you've got to do. You can't be all hard work 24/7, 365 because you will kill yourself doing that. Burnout will come very, very quickly. But if you think that you're going to be able to, like, go out multiple nights a week or just do whatever you want on the weekends, or, you're eating out all the time, you're getting Starbucks, you're shopping all the time. If you think that there aren't going to be sacrifices required, you're very wrong. Sorry to tell you. When I moved, when I was recently divorced, I had just moved out into my own place. I started my skincare treatment room. Guys, I had 3 other side jobs. 3. And that was just to make sure my expenses were taken care of and to put a little bit of money back from the facial business every month to continue growing that business. 3 other side gigs. I meet very, very few business owners that are actually willing to do that. And yeah, guys, it sucks. I was tired all the time. I was never home. It was difficult for sure. Am I glad I did it? Absolutely. Because I would have been in very deep debt just from putting my living expenses on credit cards. That's also, like, not ideal unless it's your only option, right? But you really have to be willing to sacrifice and ask yourself, how badly do you want it? How badly do you want a different type of life? Because the same people that tell me, oh, I can't afford mentorship or I can't afford to start my own business, also say things like, I hate my job. I'm unfulfilled. I am treated so poorly at my job. I don't get paid well at all. And I just really don't like my life right now. That to me is a whole different level of ugh than just saying, oh, I can't afford it. And the people that say I can't afford it, that comes from a total place of fear, which is basically another mindset issue, okay? So if you want to create a $250,000, $500,000, a 7-figure business, it is 1,000,000% possible for you. And look, 1,000,000%. Please don't think that it is not possible for you. Again, if I can do it, you can do it, okay? I just refused to quit and knew that there was no other plan for me because I would be damned if I ever work in a corporate office, 9 to 5, work for someone else ever again. I've been doing this too long. I'm too, like, in my own. Like, I really don't think I would be hireable, to be honest. But the point is, this is my only plan. And if you already have a business, you better work it like that's your only plan. You better be investing in it like there's no tomorrow. And if you're still in an office and you want to start a business, just know that it's going to be a hustle, okay, to get it off the ground. But that doesn't mean it's not possible. You got to tackle that fear. You got to tackle that mindset. You got to get yourself a plan in place. And you got to find someone to help you build it and to get it off the ground, okay? It's not difficult. The process is not difficult, but it is hard work, all right? And you got to be willing to sacrifice and to do that work. and to maybe be a little bit sleep deprived here and there, and to maybe give up on some of the immediate fun things. That's something that a lot of people don't want to do. Guys, the last 4 years of my life have been work, have been building to this point. And I'm unfortunately the type of person that has a really difficult time recognizing my achievements. But it was pretty cool to me to run my numbers and to be like, excuse my language, but damn, like I did that in 2 years, and I'm getting ready to cross my third 6-figure year, which will put me up to, I want to say like 325,000 in 3 years. So not too shabby, maybe even 350, depending on how the year shapes out. So it's possible. Just make sure you go through those steps at bare minimum, okay? Again, if I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. You just have to take the first step. And I'll throw in one more. Ultimate accountability, taking total responsibility for you, for your decisions, for your finances. That's another big one because, again, your business is all about you. And if you don't take that ultimate accountability and responsibility, your business is going to fall flat on its face, okay? Just know that going in, you can do this. I hope these tips helped you. If you like this episode, make sure you share it on your socials. That's how we get the word out even quicker. Make sure that you share it with a friend too. If you know somebody that really wants to be self-employed or someone that's struggling in their business, share this with them. I'm accepting coaching clients. I really, really, really want to work with women like you that are watching this. And you might be saying, well, I don't even know what type of business I would start, or I really have this great idea, but I don't even know how to start a business, or I have a business and it's not going well. Whatever the situation is, guys, I can help you. That is literally what I do with half of my time outside of my current facial clients. I help women run businesses. So if you like this, reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram at Megan Turley Coaching, and I will see you guys next week. What?
Hey there, thank you so much for listening today. Before you go, would you love a free business strategy call? This is an amazing step towards creating your own business, or if you're already a business owner, a beautiful time to chat with me and see where your business could maybe use a little bit of help. If that sounds like a hell yes, all you have to do is leave an honest review about the show wherever you listen to the podcast. Take a screenshot and send it to me, Megan, at meganturleycoaching.com, and I'll get in touch with you to schedule your free business strategy call. I am so excited to chat with you and help you start and grow your business. Bye for now, angels. Mwah.